I'm going to be sharing with you guys one important secret that a lot of women do not know. Standards. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. There is one most important secret that a lot of women are not aware about: standards. Many women actually think that when you bring down your standard that you're going to actually get that man of your dream, but that's a lie. Men love standards. Let me tell you something. When a man truly loves you, he would want to meet up your standard. That standard you set for yourself is what is called a challenge for a man. Men love challenges, and that's what we used to call shakara in the olden days. Shakara is what is going to make a man want to pursue a woman. It is that pursuit that makes the love, that makes the journey interesting. It simply means, what is it about this woman? When you set standard for yourself, it simply means you're not going to be as regular as every other woman that is roaming down the street. And trust me, a man is looking for that different woman. Because before a man finally meets you and wants to make you his wife, he has finished roaming around. He has tested different women. So don't always feel that when a man comes to you and you reduce your standard, make yourself cheap, bring down your values, he's going to marry you. My question is, did he marry you? My question is, did he keep you? This is one most important thing a lot of women do not understand. This one is not motivational speaking. This one is reality. So as a woman, do not ever think that when you bring down your standard, a man is going to marry you or a man is going to value you. That's a lie. It is standard that makes you a personality. It is standard that differentiates you from the crowd. It is standards that makes you special. Without standard, you are not special. You're like every regular girl that is roaming the streets. It is standard that is going to differentiate you from the crowd. What you set for yourself. First of all, what is standard? A lot of people do not know what is standard. Standard simply means, who are you? What do you want out of life? What do you want out of a man? What are those things that you know you can take and you cannot take? Standard simply means your do's and your don't. Standard simply means your boundary. That place you cannot go to. That place you will not go to. That place you set for yourself. Your do's and your don't. Without standard, you don't have value. Without boundary, you don't have value. You're just going to be like every normal person. What are your do's and your don't? What have you set for yourself? That's why every man can come in and out of your life. Every man can come in and out of your life because you don't have a stop. You don't have a button. Anybody that comes is enter. Everybody that comes is enter. And when you allow everybody access into your life, they are going to mess up your life. Nobody values a place that there is no stop. Nobody values a place that there is no boundary. Even in a parking lot, they will draw a line and tell you, do not park above this place. Without that line in a parking lot, people are going to park anyhow. If human beings, if you do not put a boundary, they are going to mess you up. Boundary is standard. Who are you? What have you set for yourself? People that are coming into your life, what are your start? What is your finish? What is your stop? Could you at least put a button to your life? It is okay to set boundaries. When you set boundaries for yourself, that man that loves you will meet it. That is the sweetness about love. That is what it means to pursue a woman. Pursuing a woman simply means meeting her standards, meeting her boundaries. Anything you pursue, you value. You are pursuing it because you have seen something important there. Many times, do you know the reason why our generation is so easy for people to break your heart? You give a lot of men easy access to you. Yes. Anything you give them easy access, trust me, it's very easy to throw you away. I'm not saying you should stress a man. I'm not saying you should form hard to get. I'm not saying you should pretend. I'm not saying you should do drama. I'm saying set boundaries for yourself. Boundaries is not drama. Boundaries is not pretend. Boundary is who you are. It simply means I have control over myself before you came into my life. You're not setting boundaries because you have a boyfriend. You're not setting boundaries because you have a husband. You're setting boundaries for yourself. I've said this in one of my videos. When we talk about cheating, a lot of women think that the reason why they are not cheating is because they have a husband or because they have a boyfriend. No, you are the one who is going to tell yourself, I don't want to cheat. It's not because you have a man in your life or because you have a relationship. Cheating is supposed to, not cheating is supposed to be a standard for you as a woman. It's not because a man is in your life. You are not supposed to cheat because of the implications and consequences that come with cheating. The diseases, the stress, the confusion, because when you cheat, you're confused. When you cheat, you're not focused. When you cheat, you are open and prone to diseases. That is the reason why you should not cheat as a woman. It should be a standard. It should not be because you are in a relationship. That's standard. You don't set standard for people. You set standard for yourself. Because those things you are setting for yourself are the things that are going to guard you. Are the things that are going to protect you. Are the things that are going to keep you on check. It's called discipline. You're not disciplining yourself because of a man or because of a woman. You are disciplining yourself for yourself. Because the fact about it is, no matter what you do with yourself, you are the one who is going to face the consequences. So don't ever think that you're doing it for a man or you're doing it because you have a boyfriend. That's discipline. That's standard. You're not setting standard for a man. You're setting standard for yourself. Because if you do not set those standards for yourself, you're not going to have boundaries. Everybody are going to come. The man is not even going to meet you the way you are. When a man sees a woman who has standard, he knows that this one has discipline. She can stop. She's been able to train herself. I'm a woman, I'm 31 years old. But I told myself, once it is 9 o'clock, I'm in my house. I hardly go out at night. It's not because going out at night is bad. It's because that's what I don't want to go out at night. Because in my dialect, they used to say, if you see me out at night, once in a blue moon, but I don't go out at night. Except probably when I'm with good friends. Once in a blue moon. It's a standard I set for myself. It's not because I'm in a relationship or because I'm married. Whether I'm married or I'm not married, I don't like late nights. Once it is 9 o'clock, I'm in my house. It's a standard. It's not because of a man. I don't need to be in a relationship to set that for myself. As a woman and you're listening to this video, I want you to begin to set a standard for yourself. If you are still doing things because of people, it simply means you don't even know your value. That's the reason why when a man leave your life, you are destabilized. When a man leave your life, you start to sleep around. When a man leave your life, you become a prostitute. No, you're not supposed to be that. You are not keeping yourself for a man. You are keeping yourself for yourself. Yes. You're not keeping yourself for your husband. You're keeping yourself for yourself. If you decide not to sleep around, it's because you are disciplined. It's not because you have a boyfriend. No. It's because you understand the implications of sleeping around. That's the reason why you shouldn't sleep around. Don't say you're not sleeping around because you're in a relationship. It simply means when you have the opportunity, you will sleep around. So if somebody break up with you, you sleep around. You cannot say you're not sleeping around because you are not sleeping around because you understand the implications and the consequences of sleeping around. It's called standard. If you're listening to me on this video, it's time to begin to set it for yourself. No matter how cheap you bring down yourself, a man that will not marry you will not marry you. Do you know the beauty about setting standard? The beauty about setting standard is simply means that when the man come and the man go, you remain the same. You don't lose anything when you set standard for yourself. It's a win-win. That's the good thing about standard. You didn't lose your value because you saw a man. But when you don't set standard for yourself, any man who come into your life, you'll be reducing, increasing, decreasing, because any of them that come will tell you, I don't like a woman that is, you reduce. I don't like a woman that is, you reduce, because you understand that people are going to come in and out of your life. How many people do you want to reduce this standard for? Because they're going to come and they're going to toss you around. I don't like a woman that is too slim, you add weight. I don't like a woman that is too dark, you go fair. The other one will come and say, I like them fair, you go down. How long do you want to keep rigmaroling your life just because of people who walk in and out of your life? When people come into your life, they are supposed to love you. It is you that is the attraction. You're not supposed to change for anybody. The highest you can do in a relationship is to adjust. And the only thing you can adjust are your characters, your attitude. Let's assume you are used to being by yourself. When a man comes into your life, you understand that, okay, let me adjust for him. You don't change your discipline, your standards just because you... Actually, things that protects you. When a man comes into your life and wants you to change the thing that protects you, he does not like you. That's the honest truth. Because when you change those things, what if he's no longer there? How do you go back to it? That's why a lot of you are destabilized when a man leaves your life. Standard is your priority. Standard is your protection. Standard is your guidance. Standard is your discipline. Those things that work for you. Because that man that is coming into your life is also setting standard. He has his own standard. So when you guys come together, you guys will adjust. That's where respect comes in. Respect simply means I'm going to respect you, you're going to respect me, I'm going to respect your way of life, and you're going to respect my way of life. And that's what relationship is about. We are coming together understanding that we have different standards, we have different discipline, we have different boundaries. Because we love each other, we begin to understand each other, begin to have common grounds. That's why you date before marriage. And that's why it's easier to date people who have the same mindset with you. When you date people who have the same mindset with you, it's easier for you to blend with them because people already people have common grounds, the same standard, the same discipline, the same way of life. But if you guys do not have that, you guys have to come together and begin to adjust. That's what relationship is about. It is those standards you set for yourself. That's what makes you be in a relationship with the person. It is the adjustment you're making. It's like you're losing the rope gradually. He will lose, you will lose, for you guys to have a common ground. But without no standard, there is no value. That's why many of you in a relationship, there is nothing to talk about apart from sex. There is nothing to talk about apart from sex because you don't have a standard. It's very easy for people to enter you. They can't see, they don't even knock. You don't have gates, you don't have door. You don't have fence, you don't have burglary proof. You don't even have curtain. They just open. Wow! The door is open for everybody to come in. Then it's very easy for them to get out. People need to pass through your gates. After passing through your gates, they pass through your door. After passing through, there should be ways people passing. Why do you think people put security in their houses? There are some places that if you think of going, if you remember the security, you'll be like, now wow. And the more the security, the more the value. You know the value of a place depending on the security that they have there. When you go to a particular place and see security, you know that yes, this one, there is something happening here. It is in local places that you see an open place, you just go and knock on. No, they won't have door. At least put a door to your life. Put a gate to your life. Could you at least put a fence, put a burglary proof, protect yourself, guard yourself. Let people who want to come into your life at least knock. Then you assess them. Don't let everybody into your life just because you are looking for a man or because you're looking for a woman, because you are desperate. Your desperation is not going to give you anything good. It's going to take you back to square one. Mark my words. You're going to get so many things that you cannot keep if you do not set standards for yourself. You will get it, but you won't keep it. Just for a short period of time. And it will still leave you back to square one. But when you have standard, you don't lose anything. It's always a win-win at the end. With this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to talk to that beautiful young girl out there. It's time to set standards for yourself. Men love women with standard and value. No fear. That's what they are looking for. Set it for them. If they truly love you, they will cross the standard. Trust me. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the link on the bio. And don't forget to turn on the notification button. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of exciting relationship and marital tip. My name remains Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, popularly known as Blessing CEO. The most controversial relationship and mental expert in Africa.